Welcome to the MousekaBros podcast Christmas special. Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm his brother Randy. Be sure to like us on Facebook at the MousekaBros. We will be releasing new episodes every Friday, so make sure you subscribe to get the latest podcast. On today's episode, we're going to ask each other trivia questions that are Disney Christmas themed. These questions will range from Disney Christmas movies to the Disney parks. First off, Ryan, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Randy.
And Merry Christmas to all of our listeners. This is just a special episode that we wanted to do for Christmas, so we'll still have our regular episode come out this Friday. Yeah, I mean, I love this time of season. I love Christmas. I love the weather because it's cold. I like being bundled up, and then I like all the presents.
You can't not like presents.
You can't not presents. I mean, even the Grinch stole all the presents for himself. Well, not for himself, but anyways. Yeah. So yeah, I'll kind of go through all my questions. I have 5, and then Ryan has 5 trivia questions for me. Yeah, and maybe we'll get off topic a little bit.
Yeah, we probably will.
Yeah, let's see what happens. So my first question, Ryan. Which of these classic Disney movies has a Christmas special? Is it The Little Mermaid, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, or Cinderella?
So I'll have to say the only one that comes to mind in the snow is going to be Beauty and the Beast.
Is that your answer?
That's my final answer.
That is correct.
All right. Woohoo! Ding, 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 ding.
Beauty and the Beast has a film called The Enchanted Christmas. It was a direct-to-video musical fantasy, as they describe it, that came out in 1997. So, fun fact of the episode.
Yeah.
So the next question, what theme parks currently have a seasonal overlay on It's a Small World attraction? Name the park, and if you can, what they call the attraction.
Name the park?
And the attraction.
So, I mean, it'd be Disneyland Park. Disneyland.
Okay. Do you know what they call it there?
It's a Small World Christmas? It's a Small Christmas World? No, I don't.
It's a Small World Holiday.
Okay. All right. Close enough.
There's 3 more parks.
What? Oh gosh. I thought it was only Disneyland. Well, they don't do it in Disney World.
Unfortunately, no.
I know. Disneyland Paris?
It's a Small World Celebration.
And Disneyland Paris? Is that what it's called?
That is what it's called. Right. 2 more.
2 more still? So there's 4 total?
There's 4 total that
do this. Oh, no. Well, then, Hong Kong?
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many Disney parks.
And then Tokyo, right?
Yeah, so for Hong Kong, that is called It's a Small World Christmas. All right. And then Tokyo Disneyland, it's called It's a Small World Holiday. So, I mean,
of it's a small world.
Yeah, it's not as clever as, like, the Jungle Cruise, which is Jungle Cruise. So, like, I don't know. Anyway. So my third question for you is, what Walt Disney World landmark once had a giant Santa hat on during the holidays? Is it the Epcot Ball at Epcot, Space Mountain at the Magic Kingdom, the Chinese Theater at Hollywood Studios, or the Eiffel Tower at Hollywood Studios?
The first 3 I was like, oh, maybe it's that one, maybe it's that. But once you said the Eiffel Tower, it's got to be that one.
Do you know what year?
Do I know what year?
I don't know. It's just, do you have a guess?
If I had to guess a year, I would say 1992.
That is not correct.
Oh.
It's 1989.
Oh, right.
That was the only year that they did it for some reason.
Huh.
But
That'd
then
be cool.
That actually inspired them to decorate the Eiffel Tower for all of the attractions that kind of came apart. So, I mean, that's another fun fact. All right, my 4th question for you. True or false? The Osborne family Spectacle of Lights were from Tennessee.
Oh, gosh. I knew they were from somewhere else, but I want to say it was Texas.
So you're saying it's false?
I don't Chattanooga, Tennessee makes sense. I guess.
I guess is not. I guess is not an answer.
I have a 50-50 shot, so I'll say false.
Correct. Do you know where they're from?
Texas?
No.
I have no idea.
No, they were actually from Arkansas.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I kind of miss the Osborne Lights.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
No.
We're gonna get off topic for a second.
No, I miss it. I haven't seen what they do for the Hollywood Tower of Terror, the projection show and all that on it with lasers and Christmas lights and lots of snow.
And now they have Toy Story Land, which I'm sure is beautiful during Christmas time.
Yeah, well, it's already Christmas.
Yeah, because it already has the lights.
Yeah, the
but
lights.
But then I'm sure they just add like wreaths and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I do miss it because it was amazing being on a road.
All of the dancing lights were.
Yeah, the dancing lights that were played to music. Its last year was actually 2016.
It just seems like that all just happened. But
I know.
It's been
because
forever.
It was on Streets of America. Rest in peace. I do miss the Osborne Lights. It took your breath away every time you saw it.
It was definitely something to go and see. I mean, to plan a trip around to go and see the Osborne Lights.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last question, where was the candlelight processional performed at Walt Disney World prior to its moving at its current home at Epcot? Is it A, Town Square in Magic Kingdom? B, Fountains of Nations Epcot? C, Hollywood Hills Amphitheater at Hollywood Studios, basically where they have Fantasmic.
Yeah.
Or D, trick question, it was always at the Epcot place.
At the Epcot.
At the
always at the Epcot.
The American Garden Theater.
No. I know it originated actually in Disneyland.
That is false.
What?
Did not originally in Disneyland. They had so yes, they actually had stuff. They had Christmas choirs sing at Disneyland, but it was not. Okay, it was not the candlelight
as it is today.
Right. Yeah. The candlelight the candlelight processional. Actually, the first one occurred in 1960. There was some in like 1959 that had choirs, but it wasn't. Again, it wasn't what it is today.
Yeah.
The first official one, quotes with official, was in 1960. So where was it original?
So I'll have to say then, what was A? Was that A, Magic Kingdom, the town square?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I say.
Yeah, that is actually correct.
Woohoo!
That's where it took place there. And then it kind of moved all up and down Main Street. Like it was in front of the train station at once. I know Disneyland also kind of had it there. Then it finally moved to Epcot. I don't know what year. I should have looked that up. But then it moved to Epcot, and that's where it's been ever since.
Yeah. It's a fantastic show.
I have never seen it.
What?
I have never seen it.
No, there's no way, Mom and Dad.
So one time they went to see it when we were there, and we didn't go. We did something else.
Us being teenagers, probably at the time, we're like, no, we don't want to see that.
I don't do that. But like now, I've never seen it, and I kind of want to see it.
I know. All right, well, to move from your questions now to my questions. So my first one's going to be, what is the final day that you can catch Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade marching down Main Street, USA? Is it December 25th, December 26th, December 31st, or January 1st?
You have hard questions. I want to say December. So I want to say December 25th, just because a lot of times, like with like Halloween and Thanksgiving, as soon as that holiday's over, like the next day, that night, there's nothing in the park that would resemble. Right. So like with Halloween happens the next day, November 1st, everything's gone from Halloween.
And everything's Christmas is up, yeah.
Right. So I want to say December 25th. Oh, really?
Actually, December 31st.
Really? It goes that late? That's kind of surprising because I feel then they would have not like New Year's decorations because I know there's like not New Year's decorations, but I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't have Christmas anymore. But that's interesting.
No, I like it. I think we've been down there in the past. You know,
Yeah, I
after
think
the
for once.
Christmas rush, you know, I mean, with their way of thinking, they're trying to get as many people in to see the parade
because
to,
money.
because you know, to spend money. It totally makes sense. Yeah, I actually thought when I was researching, I was like January 1st because I feel like that's a good cutoff. But December 31st is like, okay, yeah, it's a cutoff for Christmas. January 1st is the new year.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's a cool question.
All right. Well, the second one is going to be at its base. How wide is the Christmas tree in Magic Kingdom? 26 feet, 30 feet, 38 feet, or 50 feet?
Did you make all your questions harder? I feel like my questions were like so easy. Like, oh, tell me this Disney Christmas fact.
That's why I blew them all out of the water.
You're so specific. Like, on what Christmas did Mickey sneeze from the cold?
How did you read my fourth question?
Oh, wow. Like, I don't know. Anyways, 50 feet seems too big. Your first one seems too small. So I'm between 30 and 38, which both are probably wrong because your questions are ridiculous. It's actually going to be E. The answer not even listed. I'm going to go with 38 feet.
26 feet.
Wow. Really?
I know, again, I was like, wow.
So surprising.
Because you walk in and you're like, holy cow,
This
that
is
thing must be
massive.
like 100 feet, you know?
Yeah.
And then again, like same thing with the first question. I was like, oh, wow, it's really only 26 feet?
Yeah, that's...
But yeah, I don't know. I guess we're bad at measurements.
we're bad at a lot of things. Measurements being one of them. English is number 2.
English is number 2. And we speak English. Anyway, to the third question. How many trees are
What? How many trees?
No,
what is that question?
How many trees are decorated throughout Walt Disney World? 500, 800, 1,300, or 1,500?
How many blades of grass have Christmas decorations? Okay, so it's not gonna be D or C because I everything has been so small, or it hasn't been what I thought. So my first guess wouldn't be 500, but I'm gonna go with 500.
Okay.
As my answer.
Okay.
Because I feel that I've been overthinking it. Like, oh, like yeah, the tree must be thousands of feet big. But I'm gonna try to dim myself. So 500, final answer.
So you could double your 500 and still be wrong. It's 1,300 trees.
Is it really?
That's
I don't even know how to comprehend.
I would
it.
hate to decorate
I'd
all
quit.
of them.
I'd quit.
It takes me, longer than a weekend to just decorate my house. Not to mention
it's not done.
1,300 trees, around the Walt Disney World property. It just seems ridiculous.
I mean, I will say, think about it though. They don't decorate all the trees overnight, or if they do, they have like teams.
Yeah, no,
and
yeah.
They do decorate throughout the entire season. So, I mean, maybe we don't know this, but maybe one night instead of decorating a tree, they're actually just picking up a tree and placing
Another
the decorated
tree there.
one
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
So they have, a whole year to decorate 1,300 trees.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. So a follow-up question for that one is going to be, how many of those trees are pointed east? No, I'm joking. I'm completely joking. No.
That's 20.
So actually, my actual fourth question is, which of these is not one of the life-size gingerbread creations on display throughout the resort? Is it a pirate ship, a carousel, a candy shop, or an ice castle? Which of these is not a life-size gingerbread creation on display?
Okay, so I know the candy shop is an actual one, and that is in the Grand Floridian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like they also do an ice castle there. See, when you say ice castle, that's what throws me off, because if you would just say castle. An ice castle would be made out of ice. So that's why I'm also thinking maybe they don't do an ice castle. A pirate ship, I don't know that I've seen one out of gingerbread, but I feel like they could do it in so many resorts, so many.
Yeah.
Because there's, all the like the island themed ones. And the carousel also seems like one that would kind of make sense to do. So yeah, I'm actually going to go with the ice castle.
Am
I gonna get one right?
Maybe not. So it's a pirate ship.
Really?
Yeah. So the ice castle is going to be in the contemporary resort.
See, but I don't like that question because it says ice castle, right? So if you had an ice castle, wouldn't it just be like a normal castle?
Well, it's not like made of ice, but it's a castle. All right. Well, if I would have said just a castle, would that have helped?
Yeah, because I
okay.
No.
Well,
I probably would have got it wrong still.
You probably. So actually, the carousel is at the Beach Club Resort, and it moves.
Oh, it actually moves?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I
think it's got 3 horses on it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense.
And it's all their gingerbread. It's really cool.
Yeah.
All 3 are really cool to look at. In the past, our family has spent a whole day just riding the monorail, going to the Grand Floridian, going to the Contemporary, looking at all of the Christmas decorations at the resort. Not to mention, you can just spend a day at the resorts.
Oh, not
just looking at Christmas decorations.
Well, I mean, not even during Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
You could just spend a day at the resort, then at Christmas decorations, and it's a whole new ballgame.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, no, a pirate ship is not one of them. If they did a pirate ship, that would be awesome.
I mean, they would have it like blow smoke out the sides, like firing
that'd be
cannons.
Cool. Oh yeah, that'd be so cool. And they'd have to put Jack Sparrow on it.
That's so cool.
They'd have to put Jack Sparrow on it too.
Or no, not Jack Sparrow.
Yes.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. Okay, Captain Hook and Peter Pan.
Yeah,
and that crew.
Yeah,
I'll take either.
I don't think that would work.
I'll take them all.
Or just put them all on one ship. Do 2 ships battling each other. Just do a couple ships like Hook. Peter Pan versus Jack Sparrow, and they're shooting like snowballs. Disney, listen to our ideas. $1 million ideas right here.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah.
So last question.
It's going to be hard.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out. So who was not a narrator at this year's Candlelight Processional? Neil Patrick Harris, Pat Sajak, Matt Bomer, or Cal Ripken Jr.?
Okay, so I know Neil Patrick Harris basically does it every year. He's like a repeat. So, I mean, even if he hasn't done it in a couple years, he's a main person that they get. I think this year we were talking about Cal Ripken Jr. when they announced him, and you got really excited because you're really big into Cal Ripken Jr. Pat Sajak, the name rings a bell, but I don't know.
You don't know who that is?
Look, I know who he is. The name rings the bell, and as soon as you say oh, he does this, I'll be like, oh yeah, of course.
Has a big wheel.
A bus driver. That's a big wheel.
Oh my gosh!
What?
You need to watch television. The Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah, see, I know. I'm horrible with names and faces.
Oh, that's funny.
I understand. I got you now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who was your last one?
Matt Bomer.
Yeah. Who?
He was in a TV show, White Collar.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he plays, I think, Neil in that show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Matt Bomer. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that it's him because, like I said, Neil Patrick Harris and Cal Ripken. I'm pretty sure they both did it this year. Pat Sajak, and Matt Bomer. I feel like Matt Bomer is not as big anymore because he did. He had the Time movie, then he did White Collar, American Horror Story. I feel like he kind of strayed away from Disney or something. I don't know. Final answer, Matt Bomer.
That's correct.
Oh my gosh, I got one right.
So funny, or not funny, but he did it last year, 2017.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, forget I say anything ever again.
Is that all your questions?
Yeah, that's all of my 5 questions.
Well, if anybody else has any fun Disney Christmas facts or trivia they want, continue the conversation on Facebook. Merry Christmas to everybody. Please be safe in your travels. Hope everybody eats lots of food and gets lots of good presents.
I know I will, and I hope I get a lot of good presents. Amanda, my wife, if you're listening, good presents. Parents, if you're listening, good presents. And it goes, needless to say, Randy, I hope you have a good present for me.
I didn't get you anything.
Okay, well, it goes along with your gift. Nothing. No, but if we had to pick a winner of the trivia round between you and I,
yeah, I mean,
say me.
What?
I mean, if we had to add up your point total, I think you'd have like
-1
2 points.
One.
You would owe the system points.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know who Pat Zajac was, so it's fair enough. I'll take the L on this.
All right. Well, maybe next time. But if you enjoyed this episode, leave us a review as it helps us improve the show. And as always, be sure to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on Facebook. Thanks for listening. We'll see you Friday, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.